I'm Ryan Barnett, and I'm here to talk to you about the top 3 Nostradamus predictions that he has made since the year 1900 and tell you a little bit about the man himself. Number 3. The next thing we're going to talk about is the atomic bomb that was dropped on Japan during World War II by the United States. Nostradamus' prophecy is translated as follows. Near the gates and within 2 cities, there will be scourges, the like of which has never been seen before. Famine with plague, people put out by steel, crying to the great immortal God for relief. Now if you break this one down, where they're talking people put out by the steel, he's talking about the atomic bomb that was dropped right on Japan. And the 2 cities is between Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Now what else they're trying to say is, crying the immortal God is probably the people that were praying, running through the streets, screaming at the time of when this was going on. Number 2. The next prediction we're going to talk about is of the second Antichrist in Adolf Hitler. The prophecy created for Adolf Hitler is translated as follows. From the depths of West Europe, a young child will be born of poor people, who by his tongue will seduce a great troop. His fame will increase towards the realm of the East. This is talking about Adolf Hitler in many ways. One, growing up in the west part of Europe, Hitler was from the western part of Europe. Being born of poor people, he was born into a very poor family, and he seduces the German troops and ends up creating extermination camps for the Jewish people. He ends up raising popularity and becoming an icon in today's society. And the number 1 Nostradamus prediction is... The final prophecy we are going to talk about today is that of the September 11th attacks on the World Trade Centers in New York City in 2001. Nostradamus created a prophecy, and it is translated, earth-shaking fire from the center of the earth will cause tremors around the new city. 2 great rocks will war for a long time, then Arethusa will redden a new river. What this is talking about, the 2 great rocks we believe are talking about the World Trade Center, while the new city simply refers to New York City, where the Twin Towers were located. Now it mentions nothing about a date or anything, but experts are pretty sure that this prophecy is linked straight to that of the September 11th attacks of 2001. I'm now going to give you a little background on Nostradamus and his life. He was born in 1503. He had 2 scholarly grandfathers who taught him everything they knew: multiple language, statistics, other types of mathematics, science, astrology. He quickly learned how to do all of this with ease. He was sent to a school on the other side of France. There, he ended up becoming a writer, a doctor, a cook, and an astrologer. He was around during the time of the Black Plague that swept France. And what he did, he made his own remedy. He used rose petals and his special mixture and combined them. And it was said to create vitamin C, but he didn't know actually what he had created. And he could go around with this remedy and cure towns at a time. And he was criticized for what he did because it was against the traditional ways of doctors. But he ignored this. He was trying to save people's lives. While he was out curing other people, his wife and 2 kids got the plague themselves and died before he could get back to help them. While he settled down, he began to publish almanacs yearly. He also began to start his prophecy books. He published these almanacs yearly, as well as new prophecies every month. He continued to do this for about 10 years or so until his death in 1566. Although he lived to be about 50 years old, he achieved more than you and I.
I'm the lead singer of my band, my salsa makes all the pretty girls want to dance my salsa. Look out for my next single, it's called my salsa. My salsa, 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 my salsa makes all the pretty girls want to dance and take off their underpants. My salsa makes all the pretty girls want to dance and take off their underpants.